out the door for the airport. This is the fit. Just a little top with some gym shorts and these trainers. I quite like these. I just see a lot of people wearing them. So I was like, I just bought them. I don't know much about trainers. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm actually quite surprised at how much space I've actually got left in this bag. This one's pretty full, but I've got a lot of space left in that one. I've taken one nail off as well. I really didn't want to like remove all my nails, so I've taken 2 off, if you can see. So hopefully the surgeons will just be able to work with them, because I really didn't want to remove them all. So we'll see how that goes. I'll see what they say about me not removing all my nails. I just really didn't want to. Girlies with long nails, like, long nails are literally an extension of your hand. So when they get taken off you, it's like you can't operate, like you can't, like even with this one nail just gone, I'm really struggling. So we'll see how that goes down anyway. When I booked this trip, I paid a deposit initially, and then when I got to Turkey, I paid the remaining amount. And this amount covered the surgery itself, the cost of the hotel, and all transfers. So that's your airport transfers and any transfers you needed to get you to and back from the clinic or the hospital. I did have to pay for my flights separately. Unfortunately, you have to do that. They can't book them for you. I mean, I'm sure if they could, they would, because they did help me find the flights that lined up perfectly with my surgery dates and my appointments. I also needed to pay separately for the cost of the meds that they sent me home with. Of course, all medication that they gave me during my hospital stay was included. It was just the painkillers and the antibiotics that I needed to pay extra for as I left the hospital. So here's some clear shots of my nose before. You can see it from the front and either side. Obviously not the worst nose in the world, but I did just want to improve my profile. As always, I had already downloaded some YouTube videos for the flight, so you can see that's the wizard Liz there. I've also been reading Rich Dad's Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. I definitely recommend both. If you know me, then you know I'm all about my personal development and self-growth. Okay, so just landed in Izmir, and how amazing is this Viano? But yeah, so it is 11:30 right now. We're on the way to the hotel. I literally have to start fasting in half an hour, so I'm actually going to have a snack now, because I think it's going to take us about half an hour to get to the hotel anyway, so it literally is my last opportunity to eat right now. So literally as we got to the hotel, it hit midnight, so it meant my fast had started. So obviously this was quite quick from traveling to Turkey to actually having my surgery done, which I was all for, because it was, you know, less time to get nervous, although I don't really get nervous for surgeries now anyway. How nice is this room though? Could you ask for a better room to recover in? So I'd actually stayed in this hotel when I had a previous surgery with monoclinic, so I kind of knew what to expect, but yeah, again, great room, so spacious, and I'm so sad to say that I didn't actually end up using the bathtub for anything other than drying my clothes that I washed. So that was a shame. Also, there's a pull-out bed that I walked past that I didn't really show you. So in the room, you get a double bed, and then you actually get a spare bed as well if anyone stays with you. So it is 5:45 in the morning right now, and I'm getting picked up at 6. I've had a terrible night's sleep, I'm not gonna lie, and I've got the skin to match it. Like, what the heck is going on with all this redness? And this Botox bruise is sending me, like, I can't even cope. And I'm supposed to be wearing no makeup today and filming. Like, are you being serious right now? So, just gotta make do with what we've got. I've got my one nail missing so they can put the pulse thing on me. Oh well, it's not a fashion show today. So yeah, the reason I think I had a really bad sleep is just because of the time difference. I was trying to force sleep when I wouldn't have usually gone to sleep at that time. But just knowing that I didn't have a lot of time for sleep as well made me try to like force it even more. I got some kind of sleep, but definitely not enough. But I guess they'll be sending me to sleep soon anyway, so I've got that to look forward to. Even though I'm gonna wake up, my nose is gonna hurt a little, but I'll be fine. Just gonna rest loads. Can't wait for that. In the morning of my surgery, I went to the hospital and I was met by my patient coordinator. He took me through the hospital and got my blood test done and my x-rays done. And then it started to dawn on me that I'd actually been in this hospital before. Yeah, I feel like I have been at this hospital before. Yeah. There was a little bit of waiting around to do, so I got straight into the bed. And after my consultation, I was brought my ensemble that I'll be wearing for the surgery. So there I am, just saying final goodbyes to my old nose. So from here, I got wheeled down to surgery, and spoiler alert, I'm about to show you my side by side of my new nose while I'm lying on the hospital bed, unconscious. So there I am before, and then there we are after. I actually remember looking at these and getting a little bit scared, like, oh my God, my nose looks so tiny. But no, I absolutely love it. So this is what I'm looking like right now. I look like an actual zombie. And my lashes have definitely seen better days. You can see a little bit of blood there. This isn't from the surgery. This is from my Botox. So just ignore my little Botox bruise. You can see there I'm quite bruised and swollen already. That side isn't too bad. But yeah, no, I definitely look a lot worse than I feel. I feel actually pretty great. I really wish I'd tinted my eyebrows before though, because they're just looking non-existent. So yeah, I've been out of surgery about 4.5 hours now. And this is what I'm looking like. They've just changed this bandage for me, but then I've got a bit of blood coming through on it already. I have noticed actually, I feel like I can definitely see my nostrils more when looking at myself. I made it very clear to my surgeon that I didn't want an upturn, like the tip to be like up. And he said, yeah, he's like, I don't want to do that for you either. Like, I prefer a more natural look. But he's like, but I will have to give you one slightly to get the look that you want. And then it will kind of come back down over time. But I can see like up here, like I'm so swollen. Like it's such a weird area for you to just be swollen. I didn't vlog the consultation with the surgeon because my patient coordinator said to me, while we're happy for you to film absolutely all of it, whatever you want, they do have this privacy policy in place with the hospital where I can't be showing like some areas of the hospital just to keep some privacy really, which is fair enough. But with the consultation, I was really happy. He said, he was like, I think we're going to get a really good result. We'll get, you know, something close to the result that you want. Obviously, I just said I wanted more of like a ski slope and like the tip reduced a little bit and these bits reduced a little bit. And he just said like, yeah, you're a good candidate. You have good skin as well, so you should heal quite well. So that's the update. I think I might get a little bit more bruised than this. I'm not quite sure. Can't wait to sort my eyelashes out. Like, oh my God. But yeah, I think I'm just going to rest up a little bit more, even though I feel like I could probably go out for a coffee and go shopping. Like, that's literally how I feel. It's not how I look, but it's how I feel. Like, I do actually feel absolutely fine. But of course, that will be a lot of the painkillers working as well. I'm not actually on a painkiller at the moment, but they keep me connected to a drip quite often, to be fair. I'm pretty bruised and swollen, but yeah, I overall feel pretty good, guys. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, one thing though that I didn't really think about too much is I wear glasses and contact lenses, so
I wear contact lenses every single day, and then just at night, and then first thing in the morning I'll wear glasses. But I'm not allowed to wear glasses for, I think he said 3 weeks. I'll ask him again. I think it's 3 weeks I'm not allowed to wear my glasses for. And I just attempted to put my contact lenses in, but because they put like this greasy stuff on your eyes, my eyes were just so slippy. Even after wiping them, like I put water on them, tried to wipe the grease away as much as I could, and I just still couldn't get the contact lenses in my eye. And they're a bit swollen as well. Like my right eye is definitely a bit more swollen than my left eye as well. So yeah, I just gave up. But I just wish I'd brought more contact lenses, because those ones that I just attempted to put in, they're in the bin now because I was just touching them too much with my hands. So I've got another 8 pairs, so that should be fine. But yeah, I just wish I'd brought loads spare, just in case I end up wasting them by like failing to put them in my eyes. So yeah, fingers crossed I'll be able to just get this grease off my eye and be able to put my contact lenses in soon. So it's like 6 in the morning. They brought me my breakfast at 5:30 and more painkillers, and this is the bruising check. As you can see, I'm a lot more bruised on this eye over this eye. I can kind of see my nose a little bit, what it will look like. I think I like it, but won't really know properly for like 3 weeks anyway. I just realised I was so close then. But yeah, like I say, definitely looking worse than I feel. So yeah, I was only staying one night in this hospital, so I'll be leaving at some point today. I don't really know what the course of action is yet, whether I'll see my surgeon again. He said he will take photos. Sorry, he has taken photos on the operating table of my nose, so I'll be able to see it before the swelling came up. So yeah, I'm excited to see those, but I don't know. Just gotta chill and recover. I just really wish that I'd thought about the whole eye situation a bit more. Clearly my eyelashes are looking terrible, but because they're so swollen, I don't think I'm going to be able to get my contact lenses in, and I definitely can't put my jet glasses on. So it's not like I could have done anything anyway, but yeah, the first few days I'm just going to have to be blind. I can see my phone. I'm short-sighted, so I can see my phone fine, but anything like past this distance is really blurry. So is what it is.
So on day 2, I did leave the hospital and get back to the hotel, but I didn't feel like vlogging because I was so swollen and I couldn't see anything. So I was just feeling a little bit sorry for myself on day 2.
Medivest for flow.
Medivest?
And I cannot find it now. I've put everything out. I've got my drawers out. I've had...
Day 3. I think the second day was definitely the worst day. Today already doesn't seem too bad, even though I'm clearly very swollen. I just feel very lazy, not wanting to do much. I think I would do more if I was able to see, but like when I'm on my laptop, I literally have to have it this close so I'm able to see. Yeah, I just really didn't think about the whole glasses, contact lenses situation, but I mean, it's alright. I could just focus on recovering and not go gallivanting and stuff. Yesterday, my top lip was pretty like swollen, and like underneath, oh, you can still see it a bit. Yeah, it was like bruised, and that quite hurt, but then today it doesn't hurt, so that's good. The swelling must be kind of going down, even though it clearly looks like I'm still pretty swollen. But yeah, come in. Hi. Hello guys. So it is day 4 right now, and I am feeling so much better. The worst day so far, hands down, has definitely been day 2. Not because of pain, but just because of discomfort. Like the swelling was a lot. I think I said on the day I got my surgery, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I could go out for shopping and coffee. And I did feel like that on that day because the swelling hadn't come about on day 1. But then, yeah, day 2, the swelling was pretty bad. Day 3, not as bad, but I still felt quite like groggy. And then today, I feel fantastic. I've just hopped out of bed. I've even put my eyebrows back on, which was very weird to do. Oh God, let's ignore this bit. It was very hard to do because I felt like I was doing somebody else's eyebrows, because I've got like swelling, and I've got like quite a bit of swelling in my cheeks today as well. It's like all moved down a little bit. So yeah, I just didn't even feel like I was doing my eyebrows. I felt like I was doing somebody else's. The lashes, that's a whole other situation. We're not quite ready to sort those out yet. But yeah, I just feel pretty good today. And day 5 tomorrow, which I'm excited for. There was somebody on TikTok or YouTube, I don't know, I've watched so many nose vlogs now that I don't even know. She was literally saying like, oh, I feel completely back to normal on day 5, and I'm feeling pretty good today. So the worst is over for sure. Yesterday I did have a pretty bad headache, believe it or not. I did actually wash my hair yesterday, but like I had such a bad headache, I was like massaging it with my hands, massaging my head with my hands, and I think I just made my hair like greasy all over again. But I'm just like, I can't even be bothered to wash it again. I just kind of washed it and had my head right back and just kind of focused it, like all the water on the back, because obviously I didn't want to go too close to my hairline and like get my face wet. So I didn't do the best hair wash job anyway. And then, like I say, my headache, I was just kind of massaging my head to make myself feel better. But saying that, I took some painkillers and then the headache went after like 45 minutes. So it was all good. What else could I talk about? I need to take my antibiotic. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about medication. So I've got my antibiotics. I take those twice a day. Painkillers if I need them, every 3 to 4 hours. I went like 12 hours last night without painkillers. So that was pretty good. But then I take one just in case, like, I don't know, just before I started the day, I just thought, let's just take one to just make my day a little bit easier. Oh, that's a painkiller actually. And then there's an anti-allergic, antihistamine, I'm guessing. I just take one last thing at night, and I think that helps knock me out a little bit as well. I've actually slept quite well. I've slept all right since being here. So there's that. And then this is actually in the bathroom, but I've got this saline solution that I squirt up in my nose. So I just put not tap water, I just put bottled water in this bottle that looks like that, and then I put these salts in it, and then I squirt it up each nostril, and I do that 4 times a day. So I've already done it once today. I think I'll do it one more time and then I'm gonna go out, because I actually left my charger as well at the hospital. So I've not had a charger the whole time I've been here. Well, I've been back from the surgery. So I need to go and get one, because I've just been going downstairs and they've been charging my phone up every time for me. So yeah, I just use that, squirt it up each nostril, and then put a fresh one of these on each time. So yeah, I do that 4 times a day. Oh yeah, and I put this on my nose as well. And then that's it. That's it. And then drink loads of water, which I drink quite a lot of water anyway. So yeah. Yesterday I walked to the shop as well, and I bought, because I realised I actually haven't brought enough clothes with me. So I brought some detergent and some gloves, and then I just stood there in the sink yesterday just washing my clothes. So yeah, I've got all my clothes just like drying over the bathtub at the moment. They're still soaking wet because I wasn't able to wring them out that much. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go find a charger, and there's a Zara and stuff like 9 minutes away, and a Mango and a Bershka, and all of that stuff. So I think it's the same area that I've visited before. I'll have to confirm that for you later. So yeah, I'm going to take my antibiotics now. This might be a little bit TMI as well. But I go to the toilet quite a bit because I have IBS. So I literally usually go 3 to 4 times a day, every day. And from having my surgery, I hadn't been at all until this morning. So yeah, that's a common side effect of anesthesia, is you just can't go to the toilet. But I've been now on day 4. And also, I've not had any like tummy ache. Because I have IBS, I have tummy ache every day. Like, I don't really go a day without having a tummy ache. So it was just a bit of an insight into what my life would be like without IBS. So there's some extra information for you. And yeah, I may update if there's any more to update on a little bit later. Oh, this eye was so red as well. This was like, it looked like bright red eyeshadow, but that's really chilled out now. Oh, these lashes are just a bit of a joke, aren't they? We'll get them sorted out soon though. So today is day 5 and I am feeling so much better. Definitely just getting easier every day. I think today might just be a quick update. I've come to this mall. Looks pretty cute, called Hotel. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do some shopping and waste some time and probably waste some money as well. But yeah.
During my recovery time, I literally feel like I just hit up so many malls. I think I visited like 4 or 5 malls, but my favorite one, hands down, was this one. I may have treated myself to a Louis Vuitton bag, but no, this mall was stunning. If you go to Izmir, surgery or pleasure, just make sure you check this one out.
Hey guys, so it is day 6. I've just cleaned my nostrils with saline solution, and then I've put the antibiotic. I don't feel like it's called antibiotic cream. You kind of get where I'm going with it anyway. So it's just a little bit wet at the moment because I've just cleaned my nostrils with the saline solution, and then I've put the antibac, and then I've put the ointment, let's say, underneath. If you can you see here and here, my nostrils are kind of spreading a little bit. That is definitely because of the splints, and I'm having the splints pulled out tomorrow, and I'm having this off, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, so getting my bandage off tomorrow and leaving. My flight is quite late, it's like at 11 at night or something like that, and I may or may not have just been to the mall and bought myself, can you see it, a little present down there, little get well soon present to myself, because who else would? I've got to do these things myself. So yeah, like I feel like this area of my nose is definitely a lot bigger than it's going to be. The splints are definitely widening my nostrils with them being in at the moment. I kind of getting a bit of a gauge of an idea of what it's going to look like. It's definitely not going to be as upturned as that. I probably have already mentioned, oh my god, these lashes are a joke. I have probably already mentioned that the doctor has had to overcorrect my nose, the tip of it, and then over time it will go down. And one of my friends literally told me the other day the same thing happened to her. She just said like she didn't really want an upturn. They gave her one, and then within a few weeks it came down a little bit. So I'm not too worried that I'm going to look like Miss Piggy or anything like that. So I guess on my next update, I'll be at the clinic getting this taken off, which I'm so excited about. Oh yeah, as you can see, I've practically got no swelling around my eyes now. I've just had some swelling in my cheeks, and obviously I've got my bruises, but I've drank a lot of water, like loads, and I really think that has helped a lot. Okay guys, day 7, and this is the face update. As you can see, bruising here, here. All the bruising has pretty much gone around my eyes now, which is great. And we are about to meet my new nose. I'm literally having my cast off in literally 15 minutes. They're coming to pick me up to take me to the clinic. So yeah, today is the day. I've put my hair extensions in for the occasion.
Maybe it looks strange.
No.
This side is higher because of the swollen now.
Yeah,
In a few weeks it will go. Okay.
I think it looks good now.
But next week it looks better.
Yeah, no, I love it now. Obviously, it's a little bigger,
Yes.
but
Yes.
I'm still happy
And
with
your
the
cheeks
shape.
are very swollen now.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Okay.
Yay, thank you.
And I will show you massage. First of all, I will use tape and I will give the information about this.
Yeah, amazing.
If you want, you can see in the big mirror.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, it's like, it's a little big,
Yes.
but obviously, like, I'm not looking at the
The
bigness.
first 3
It's
weeks
the
like
shape.
this. After
And the
that, you
shape's
can
perfect.
start to see the final result.
Yeah. No, that's great. No, I'm really happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we will go to photograph room. You will take
Yeah.
a photo. After that, I am waiting you for the taking.
Yeah.
Okay? Take a shower with steps. You can wash your face. It's no problem for me. Only you can continue your antibiotic solution for your stitches, but
Yeah.
not too much. 2 times in a day is enough for me. And you can clean your nose with the nasal washing solution. Don't hard clean your nose. After 1 week, you can remove all of these steps. It will open. You can start the massage. You can use any cream to protect your skin. The second finger on your nasal tip, the others like this. From the tip to radius, like this, okay? You must do it. Now, I know it's sensitive because of this, I'm doing very gently, but you can do the pressure like this, okay? I want this massage 3 times in a day, 3 minutes, minimum 3 weeks. 3 times, 3 minutes, 3 weeks, 3.
Yeah.
Like this, during this month, don't lie down on your front, on your side. Don't use any glasses, minimum 3 months, eyeglasses, sunglasses.
Okay.
And you have bruises in here, you must protect the sun as possible as. But everything is looking good for me.
Good.
If you have any problem, you can contact us. After 3 months, you can send us your new photos. I want to compare it.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
this.
I'll take loads of photos.
And there you have it, guys. That is basically my surgery trip done now. It was so sweet. After my appointment, 2 of the staff members took me out for some Turkish dessert, which was amazing. And they took me shopping. So we went for a little walk around the shops before I then later that day caught my flight back home. Here's me back at home now, starting my 3-minute massages 3 times a day for 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks post-op. Obviously, I'm looking a lot better and I'm more active.
Dear babe, good
Nose
idea.
job check. It is the 18th of January today, and I'm basically almost exactly 6 months post-op. So of course, have a little look at what it looks like 6 months post-op. My profile is the reason that I went through the whole surgery, and I am so much happier with it now. A lot happier with it. When I do content, when I do films and the camera catches the side of my face, now I'm like, oh, look at my nose. Super happy with it. Obviously before I mentioned that I really didn't like seeing my profile, but I am so much happier with it now. As I mentioned before, straight on, I liked my nose. I still like it now.
I feel like this area definitely looks different, but I like it. I liked it before. It's changed and I still like it after. Also, you can see my nostrils now. You never used to be able to see my nostrils when I look straight ahead. At first, I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure about this. Like, I feel a bit like Miss Piggy. But my tip has definitely come down more. So my nostrils weren't as visible like as before. You can still see them, but honestly, I'm really not mad at it. I suppose because they have gave me a bit more of an upturn, that is naturally going to happen. I would say 6 months post-op, my tip is still a little bit numb. Like when I touch it, it definitely feels like there could be a little bit of swelling in there. Now they do say with nose jobs, it can take a year for the swelling to fully subside. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, it probably is still a little bit swollen in the tip. And I can definitely like feel like it's a bit numb still. It doesn't feel like back to normal. But I mean, this is expected. This is something that the surgeons told me about before. And of course, so many people all over the internet said that that is a thing. So yeah, no, really happy with the whole process from day one until all the way up to now, 6 months later. So to wrap this up, I just thought I would go through a bit of an overview of day to day that first week. Of course, day one, the day of the surgery, I had my consultation and I just wanted to talk more about my consultation because of course you didn't see it on film. So I did go online and I saw some photos of noses that I liked, so I just saved them for inspiration pictures. But all in all, I wasn't too particular with saying to my surgeon exactly what I wanted. I have seen vlogs of girls that have gone to get nose jobs and they're so particular and they've got like 6 different photos and they're like, oh, I want this like this, but then the tip like this, but then this bit like this. Like, do you know what I mean? Like very, very like really well thought out. They'd get a little bit disappointed on their consultation because the surgeon will say, okay, this isn't possible for you. And of course they just want to manage expectations. But with me, I was just like, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm not the surgeon. This gentleman has done noses so much. He's a specialist in nose jobs. He knows what he's doing and he knows what will look good on me. So all I really said was, I want my profile to look softer. These bits I wanted to reduce. I think I said I wanted the tip reducing as well. I don't know. Obviously that is holding the swelling still, but that is normal. So of course we won't see the full results of that until a year later. But no, even like right now, like if I had to live with this nose forever, I'd be more than happy doing that. I do really like my results. But of course that swelling may completely go. We will know in July 2026 anyway. So yeah, when it comes to the consultation, I didn't ask for anything too particular. I picked a good surgeon where I'd seen, you know, so many of his before and after photos, so I knew he knew what he was doing. So I didn't really feel like I needed to be like so particular. So waking up from surgery, I felt really sick. I have had many surgeries before, but I woke up from this one feeling particularly sick. Never really happened so much before. I do have acid reflux, so I think that probably was a big part of that I did wake up feeling really sick. But then as soon as I did actually throw up, I felt a million times better. So literally I just woke up, felt really sick, lay there for like 5-10 minutes feeling awful, and then I was sick. I felt absolutely fine after. Just really tired from the anesthetic, so all I wanted to do was sleep. My nose, it was strange, like I couldn't even feel it. I had my adenoids taken out when I was really young, and I feel like that hurt more than when I had actually had this nose job. Obviously I was a lot younger then, I'm probably not as tolerant to pain, but honestly it was really weird. I just felt like I just couldn't even feel my nose. Obviously I would have been on a lot of painkillers and the area would have been numb, but yeah, it was really strange. I just kept saying like, I can't even feel my nose. Very strange. So really like the first day was more just dealing with coming off the anesthetic more than anything. So day 2 was by far my most uncomfortable day. Again, it wasn't so much pain, it was just the swelling. I was my most swollen on day 2. My eyes were really swollen. I mean, you've seen the images. That was definitely the worst day for swelling. And I don't think I even filmed that much on day 2. And that's because for me, it was the worst day. It was just really uncomfortable. I had a bit of a headache from the swelling. Of course, they did ice my eyes and that helped. So yeah, day 2 was definitely the most uncomfortable. But then by day 3, my swelling had gone down. I know some girls have have said their day 3 was worse than their day 2, but I'm just telling you my experience because of course all people will differ. Also, a big part of why I felt so like miserable on day 2 was because I couldn't wear my contact lenses or my glasses, so I was just blind. Like, I can see my phone, so I was just like, had my phone really close to me, had my laptop really close to me so I could just watch YouTube and stuff. I just couldn't get my contact lenses in because this solution that they'd put on my face just made my face so slippy, so I couldn't get my contact lens in. And then halfway through the day on day 3, I was like, you know what, I just feel miserable. I'm just sat here, can't really see anything. And because I can't see anything, it's impairing my ability to do more that I probably could do, but I just don't want to do because I can't see. So on the 3rd day, I tried to wipe as much of this stuff off my face as possible, and I did eventually get my contact lens in, even though I was still quite swollen. But it just made me so much happier because then I was able to see. I walked to the shop and I just felt so much happier and out of my little funk once I put my contact lenses in. So obviously guys, if you are somebody that has to wear contact lenses and glasses, you know, you will not be able to wear either immediately after your surgery. So just keep that in mind because that was something that I didn't think of. Day 4, I felt a lot more normal. Day 5, you almost feel back to normal completely, but you still look bad, you're still a bit swollen. But that was the day I kind of felt like, okay, I don't really feel so much post-op right now. And I was a lot more able to do things. I think I went to 2 different malls on day 5. Day 6 was basically the same. And then of course, day 7 was when I had my cast removed and I flew home all on the same day. I just want to give you guys the dates so you know what to expect. So I flew to Turkey on the 14th of July 2025. My surgery was the very next day. As you can see from the vlog, it was very quick. I had my surgery in the morning on the 15th, and then I had my cast off and I flew home on the 21st of July. Just so you guys know the dates and you know what to expect should you go and get this done yourself. Now, I have actually had a number of different surgeries now. I had a boob job, I've had 2 BBLs, I've had liposuction, and I've had my nose job now. And by far, my nose job was the easiest surgery. If you've never had surgery before and you have a nose job, you might think, oh my gosh, this is uncomfortable, this is horrible, da da da. But I think it's because you won't have anything to compare it to. I think because obviously your nose job, your nose is on your face, so it's not really impairing your body movements. I think that's why I feel like it was my easiest surgery. Obviously, all my other surgeries were my body, so it impairs you getting around. So just because of that, I feel like they are harder surgeries. You know, it's hard to get into bed, hard to get out of bed. With a nose job, okay, it's a little bit more difficult your first day or 2, but then you're fine. So yeah, definitely my most easiest surgery that I've had. As for the hotel and the staff when I was recovering, they were amazing. There was a nurse that literally came to see me every day. I think even when I felt like I didn't even need it, she was there. So that was really nice. She just made sure that I had the little bandages that I had to re-stick on and just checked in on me and made sure that I was doing everything that I needed to do and staying on top of all my meds. What was good as well is the hotel, the majority of their customers are people that have just had surgery. They're very used to having customers that have just had surgery, so they know how you feel. And for the first few days, you know, I just wanted to relax. I didn't really want to get out of bed. But every time I rang room service, they would come and bring me my food, knock on the door, and then I'd be able to just say, come in. And then they would have key cards to let themselves in and then come and put the food right next to you. So you didn't have to get out of bed. So obviously that was just a really nice touch. Of course, I did go to get the surgery by myself. I would say that going by yourself is so doable. However, all of those other surgeries that I had previously, I always had somebody with me and I was never by myself. So I would probably say if this is your first ever surgery and you're not sure whether to take someone with you or whether you will definitely be okay alone, I would say just take someone with you. It is a little bit more comforting, and obviously I know the procedure. You know, I've had like multiple cosmetic surgeries done now and medical surgeries. So I know what to expect. I know the timeline. I know when things aren't quite right. So having somebody with you does make you feel a lot better. but because I've literally done it so many times now and I knew it was going to be a slightly easier surgery, I was fine just going by myself. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you did want to book this surgery or a similar surgery, I do have a money off code with Mono Cosmetic Surgery, and that is for 20% off any procedure. So all you need to do is make them aware that you found them through my channel and quote Swinar20, whether you pop that into the website or if you just let the staff know if you have any one-to-one communications with them, and then they will grant you 20% off your procedure. I feel like I've pretty much covered everything in this vlog. If I have missed anything out, or if you do have any specific questions, please let me know in the comments below. I would also really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up just below. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon.